about this mare because she could be a real spirit lifter. So much has been said about the colic, and how insignificant or significant was it? We know that there are obviously varying degrees of severity.
It was significant, certainly if it hadn't been attended to, but, you know, we were onto it quick, and, you know, the vets did a great job, and really just put her out of action for a week, more or less, and, you know, we just cuddled her, obviously, but, you know, I've been happy with her last handful of gallops, and, you know, there's, you know, no excuses from what I can see.
Tactically, how close do you want to see her to Jenny tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, how do you predict where Pride of Jenny's going to be in the run? Like, their tactics could be go a furlong ahead for all we know. So, yeah, it's really going to be up to Mark. You know, how do I tell him how to ride the race? I just said, look, just begin and let her get into a rhythm, and you know, if we can stay within touch within reason, you know, great, and if not, then just ride her. I mean, we've obviously got other races in mind, but we're certainly here to be winning.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
Well, here with Kieran Ma, and I think it's safe to say the whole track is intrigued to see what your star mare, Pride of Jenny, will do tonight.
Yeah, no, it's certainly a thrilling race. You know, you got the likes of Tom Kitten, Treasure of the Moment, and you got Jenny. You know, she's just a beautiful, beautiful horse, and great to have her back at the races. You know, probably one of her better tracks, the Valley, to lends itself to her racing style, and Jack back on board is quite nice as well.
Certainly adds to the story. Now, how forward is she? Is she raring to go, or will she take improvement from the performance tonight?
I think she'll take improvement, but she's gone into some of her first up races off softer preparations and rated higher. So when she was first up over the 18, she was very good off a soft preparation, but I think she will improve a bit from it, but that won't make any difference to how she's ridden. You know, she'll be doing her usual style, and the on-speed horse has been doing pretty well tonight, so you know, it's a tough race and looking forward to it.
Fingers crossed. Good luck. Back to you, Hutch.
Yeah, thanks, Quinny. We're less than or around about half an hour away, of course, from the Ladbrokes Manikato Stakes. Let's take a look at a couple of these horses out the back. Rothfire's the first one we can take a look at in the stalls before they'll head down to the yard. Looks beautifully relaxed, doesn't he? Next up.
You'd hope he'd be relaxed. He's been there for quite a while, hasn't he? The 8-year-old old boy.
Magic Time. Well, she knows what it's all about. Great win from her first up as well. Lady Shenandoah standing in a stall beautifully there.
All seasoned professionals, aren't
they? They are.
And when you get to Group 1 level, you have to be.
Charmstone there on screen. Skybird. I saw one of the owners on course earlier tonight, and he's pretty happy to be here as well. So there's a look at Barrackeel. He'll have the hopes of the team Corstons, as the runners won't be too far away from making their way into the yard. In the meantime, Feehan, what a prospect we have about to unfold. Here's Matt Hill.
For the 57th running of this time-honoured race, the running of the Feehan. Here is attrition with Bo Mertens to take the outside in a field of 6. Jockey of Tom Kitten is not quite in the saddle. Treasure the Moment drawn barrier 1, Pride of Jenny drawn 2. Alan Kerr is edging. Set and run, and they're racing. Pride of Jenny just took a little bit of a backward step. Treasure the Moment jumped better than her, but they share it early. Alan Kerr isn't too far away. Flying Valley is going to zip up on the fence to settle fourth the rails. Attrition outside of Tom Kitten at the end. They head towards the bottom corner, 1,300 metres to go. And this is the Pride of Jenny we know and love. She tries to sool it up and she goes to the front. So Pride of Jenny heads towards the back section at the 1,200 metres, about 2.5 lengths, 3 lengths, Treasure the Moment. 2 for the back is Alan Kerr, a length and a quarter, Flying Valley. Then came Attrition and 2.5, Tom Kitten last of all. 900 metres to go. The leader is Pride of Jenny, looking to be the 6th multiple winner of the race, and extends the margin to 5 lengths. Pride of Jenny, and the crowd responded at the 800 metres. She's out clear the 8-year-old by 5 lengths. Treasure the Moment second. 3 further back is Alan Kerr. They were followed by Attrition, Flying Valley, and Tom Kitten would be 15 off the leader, Pride of Jenny, who reaches the 500 metres, still 5 lengths in front. They were followed by Treasure the Moment, about to push the button, and they're 5 lengths. Alan Kerr, Attrition, Flying Valley, and Tom Kitten is trying to soul into the race. Pride of Jenny is the leader. 300 metres to go. Came around the corner. 2.5 lengths in front. Treasure the Moment full board chasing her. It's Pride of Jenny into the straight at the 150. Looking to go back to back. Treasure the Moment chasing. 4 years between them and 2 lengths between them. And Pride of Jenny back with a bang. What a win! Pride of Jenny from Treasure the Moment. Third Attrition, Tom Kitten, Flying Valley. Last was Alan Kerr.
What about that? Pride of Jenny winds back the clock, puts all the doubters, says shush, be quiet. Ollie, that was something special. What a moment for horse racing, with her just leading all of the way and putting this amazing career of hers back on track. That was something special.
She loves the track and distance. She took a while to get there, didn't she, from the front, early, and pretty moderate first, sort of 400 to 600. But then you'd see Declan start to ramp it up once he got around that second bend. And even though Treasure the Moment was travelling well, she probably hasn't been taken off the bridle that far from home before and took her out of her comfort zone.
Oh, it was just an amazing effort. Well done to Kieran Maher and all of his team. And like I said, there's plenty that weren't sure about. I know, Ollie, you liked her trial leading in. We know what a weapon she can be on her day, and full marks to the team. They said they wouldn't bring her back to the races if she wasn't right. They were happy with what they saw. Well done as well. A moment of redemption as well for, of course, what a ride from Declan. He's had a great association with this horse, and he got it spot on once again.
Yeah, he certainly does click with her well here, and she's got a great record here at MOONEE Valley at the mile. We've seen her do it before, and she certainly looked back to her best there today.
Yeah, she did. And Treasure the Moment, look, I think she seemed to obviously have her chance. She was just tracking Jenny into the race. I thought she was close enough. She was bridging the gap, but she just couldn't quite get there. Brett, that is a special moment for any race course, and especially here tonight at the Valley.
Oh, what a moment down here of having to fight through the fans. Kieran Maher, this one is just so special. She's a marvel.
She actually, I was just saying to Tony, she actually just amazes me. You know, to do what she can do. I know Treasure the Moment's such an elite horse, and you know, she can test the best of them on, and she just amazes me. You know, I sort of was a little bit reserved coming into tonight, and she just, yeah, I just can't thank the team enough. Sammy, Tom, Jack, Tony, all these team.
Tony, come on in. This is emotional, isn't it? Because she was retired and everybody had something to say when she was going to make her way back, and look at her doing the talking.
Yeah, no, she's just a champion. We've got great people around her to guide her to this. Karen's absolutely a superstar, and to do this with an 8-year-old mare is unbelievable. So a lot of accolades must go to Karen for keeping the horse in the condition that it is, and she's a marvel. That's all I can say.
She really is, and it's not just about being an 8-year-old mare, Kieran. She's taking on Treasure the Moment, the up-and-comer. There's 4 years between them, as Matty Hill got out in the call. How confident were you coming here tonight?
I was a little bit reserved, actually. But she's just, that's what I mean. She's just an amazing horse, and Deck Bates knows her so well. I was rapt to have him back on, and she's phenomenal. And full credit to Tony having the courage to race her on. You know, she's 100% sound, and clearly still enjoying her racing, and that was absolutely amazing. I can't thank him, my team, and Deck enough. And I remember last year when I was standing here and Jenny raced Mr. Brightside, and the crowd started roaring 1,000 from home, and there's no better feeling. It was so good. Well,
that same feel tonight, didn't it? Deck, did you hear the crowd roar as you just asked for an effort inch closer in front?
I actually did, and I think it's the first time I've ever actually heard the crowd, because normally it's me and her, and all I can hear is her. But the crowd at the Valley here tonight, they must have given some roar, because I could hear at the 600 there, and I thought I must have them in trouble because they're cheering here. And what a horse! What a horse!
She is nothing short of a marvel. Talk us through the early stage of the race, where characteristic you just stay out a little wide before actually crossing to the rail.
Yeah, she didn't begin actually the best. Sort of Mark and Blake either side of me began almost equally with me, but I loved the way she didn't. You know, I didn't bustle her, and when sort of Mark was that neck in front of me early, she didn't want to race him. I knew I was not going to get to the front before too long, so I just steadily got there. And once we hit the bend, she sort of grabbed a bit down that top side, and I sort of, and then certainly from the 1,000, I said, right, oh, if you want to go, let's go. And yeah, she wasn't for catching.
Could you hear Treasure the Moment at all? Did you know where she was, or did you know that you had the race won?
Look, I'm really, when it comes to riding Jenny, you're really just concentrating on her. And I was aware sort of at a half mile that I felt something sort of close enough, so that's where I gave her that bit of a squeeze, and she really lengthened down the side. And when she does that, that's when she's really on. So I knew at that point we were in business. And oh, look, she's just a special horse, you know.
She really is. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Declan Bates, Pride of Jenny, Ciaran Maher, what a combination they are. She takes out the Feehan, makes it back-to-back as we count down to the Group 1 Manikato Stakes on Ladbrokes Live Under Lights.
Confidential support. Call the number on the screen or visit the website.
A third. Haydock in front. He's going to turn back the hands of time. He wandered out under pressure. Got the Manikato for the second time. A
Cox Plate Day treat with Bella Nipatina's Group 1 breakthrough.
Nipatina and boy, doesn't she deserve this? Bella Nipatina 4 lengths.
Followed by Imperatrice, victorious in the Valley Sprint Triple Crown of William Reid, Moya and Manikato.
Then I Am Me up the middle, but Imperatrice called upon, still 3 lengths in front, and the Tangerine Tsunami's going to do it again.
And in 2024, Southport Tycoon through sheer will to win and Mark Zara Magic, Pip Tot favourite Growing Empire when the race looked over.
Growing Empire is in front, holding on.
Oh! Outsider's got it right on the line.
Well, the Group 1 Manikato Stakes is next, and I tell you what, if it's half as exciting as the Feehan, it should be a cracker. The top 3 in the market have been the best back. Your favourite Lady Shenandoah, on the back of that magnificent 3-year-old preparation, has been well back to get back on the winners list here. As much as 2.35 on race day, all the way down to the current quote of 2.15. Barrakiel, the Moya winner, looking to make it back-to-back Group 1 victories. Potentially could be heading to an Everest if they get the invite as well. $5 into 480. Magic Time at 7 with Alabama Lass. Skybird 9, then double figures all better the rest, headed by Rothfire. But Lady Shenandoah is the best backed. Lots to check out on the app, including Odds Surge. You know the drill. Bigger odds, paid as cash. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website.
This mounting yard is brought to you by the 2025 Woodside Park Stud roster, led by dual Group 1 winning 3-year-old Celestial Legend.
Well, here they come for the Group 1 Ladbrokes Manikato Stakes. This is the race we've been waiting all night for, but I say that, and I think the Feehan was a pretty good entree because it had very much the same feeling as last year. That crowd just erupted when Jenny started to inch closer to that finish line.
Oh, Jenny, she gets everyone going, doesn't she, when she breaks them open like that, and got to love her here at the Valley. When she gets on her own terms like that, she's hard to run down.
Yeah, what a moment. Just a real special moment to be on course to see that again, and with all that she's gone through as well. So that was pretty special. Hopefully we'll get something similar here, Britt.
I just get the feeling that we might see something special here as well. There are so many wonderful storylines in this Manikato. Let's have a look at them in their yard. We're going to start with number 2, Barrakiel, the Moya Stakes winner. Well, when you talk about stories, they don't get much better than this. That was phenomenal to see everything they've been through with this horse, to see him reward them in that Moya Stakes, and he looks to make it back-to-back Group 1s here tonight.
Yeah, and if anything, probably better over 1,200 metres. Third run. This was their grand final as well, Ollie, and Troy Corsons has said you were one of the inspirations early days with this horse. You told him this guy goes very good.
I rode him early before he raced, and he did give me a great feel, Hutch. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the benefits of that, but he looks great. He's got a great record at the Valley here, 4 from 4, and like you said, I think he's only going to be better over the 1,200.
The owners actually said that you were the one. There are a few that got out, and the ones that stuck fat were the ones that, because Ollie said this goes good, we're sticking with him. Let's have a look at the 3 pay line for Chris and Corey Muntz and Justin Huxtable.
Yeah, it was a great run, I thought, in the Moya. Sort of got back, ran on well. I mean, probably gets back again, Ollie. That's going to be the issue. Yeah,
he's going to be relying on a fast tempo here, and he might not get that as much as he did first up, but he did run really well, made up some good ground, and it's good to see horses that have performed well at the track. He looks in great condition, and nice, big, strong horse, particularly behind the saddle. He's holding his condition very well.
We can go to the 1 Rothfire. The old boy has now entered the yard. The 8-year-old, another one, a wonderful story. He has been. Rob Heathcote paid $10,000 for him originally, got scanned, actually had to pay another $10,000, ended up having to pay $20,000 for him. He's returned $3.5 million.
Yeah, look, he's a serious horse on his day. Likes it here as well, Ollie, and he didn't have much luck the other day in the Moya.
No, he didn't, Hutchie, and he'll like a bit of giving the ground here too. For an 8-year-old, he's looking really good, glowing in the coat, looks nice and bright and striding out well.
Sir Sway is where we go next. The 4 for Sue and Jason Yench and Lockie Neindorf.
Well, there's plenty to like about the run in the Moya, sort of back and wide, and kept coming all the way to the line, Ollie. So, look, you look at his overall form, he's got a little bit to find, but the Moya run would give them some heart going into a race like this.
Well, he was only beaten 2.8 there, Hutch, and certainly ran better than his 90-to-1 odds there. Yeah. He looks great in the coat and striding out beautifully as well.
Graham Begg has the 5 Magic Time. She's a month between runs. We know she likes a little bit of a spacing. Mick D rides.
Yeah, she does, and she'll just need luck at some stage, Ollie. I mean, we know she's a Group 1 performer. She gets a soft run on the back of probably an even speed, but if she gets the brakes at the right time, we know she's good enough.
She is. She's a Group 1 performer, Hutch. She was beaten for speed a little bit first up. It's whether she can hold some sort of spot from that gate. If she can hold the back of him and not get too far back buried on the fence, she's got a great chance here. She looks great too.
Here's the favourite, the 6, Lady Shenandoah, from the yard of Chris Waller. James McDonald rides.
Yeah, well, we know she's got the best form, and she was terrific first up without a great deal of fortune go her way. Can J-Mac put that right tonight? We'll have to wait and find out, Ollie, but tell us what you're seeing from Lady Shenandoah.
She looks super, Hutch, yeah, striding out full of purpose, got the bit between her teeth, really striding out well, looks great in condition, looks very fit and primed to run a great race here.
Charm Stone is the 7, first up, a 10% share sold in her during the week for $310,000 on Inglis Digital for Blake Shin and Price Kent Jr.
1 from 1 at the track. She'll be back and inside. That might not be where you want to be. And I think she's got a good race in her. I just don't think, Ollie, tonight it's going to be easy for Blake Shin, given the way she normally races.
Yeah, well, she is a Group 1 performer, Hutch, and she has performed well at this track, both good key points. She's got a bit of condition there. Looks like she's got a bit of improvement to come, but she does look nice and forward and fresh.
We move now to Skybird, who just got a little fresh for a moment. Looks very composed again. May have just got a bit of a fright. Mitch Friedman, John Allen.
Well, she won so well in the Lightning down the straight. She showed that that was absolutely no fluke whatsoever with her run in the Moya, where she was all dressed up with nowhere to go. I think the barrier tonight, Ollie's a lot better for her. She can probably be just off midfield, but drawing in those middle gates gives Johnny Allen the option to probably try and build when he needs to.
Yeah, correct, Hutch. She just had no room to go and show her best last start. She looks great here, nice and relaxed, great in the coat, and, you know, she doesn't mind a bit of give in the track as well.
Here's the Kiwi, Alabama lass. Craig Williams has got to know her well. Saw great footage from Craig at the Moonee Valley track gallops, as well as his own socials, taking us behind the scenes in just making this horse relax that little bit better for Ken and Bev Kelso. And as I say, Craig Williams.
She needs plenty of respect. She's had 10 starts. She's won 6. She's finished second on the other 4 occasions. She makes her own luck. She was probably a touch keen, Ollie, I thought, first up in the Moya, and she still battled. Now she gets 1200, which is more up her alley. So there's a great case to be made for her, I would have thought.
Yeah, she's a little bit on her toes. She's a likely horse that's going to be right up on the pace, Hatch. She has got the red earmuffs to keep her settled. 2 handlers on her, but she's pretty well mannered, but she looks ready to go as well.
The final runner is the 10, Amina, for Anthony and Sam Friedman and Mark Zara.
Well, we can't really give them all chances, but that's what happens when you get to Group 1s. They're usually there because they've shown a good amount of ability, and that's the case with her. She'll need to bring a career peak, but you've got Mark Zara in the saddle and a favourable draw, which will help, but she will need to bring something she hasn't in the past. How did you think she presented, Ollie?
She looks nice and bright, Hutch. She's quite bright and keen, ready, walking out really nice. She did enjoy the most room in her last run in Sydney, so you could forgive her there a little bit. She certainly could have finished a lot closer. She's performed really well in stakes class before, and she does certainly look great in the yard.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them that are certainly looking the goods down here. We'll come back to that with regard to a pick from the yard, Ollie. But look, I think Lady Shenandoah pretty much tips herself. Outside of that, you know, Barrakill, of course, Skybird's got to run well, and I think the mat really favours Alabama Express. But let's see what the money's doing with Quinny.
Thanks, Hutchie, and the support is coming late for your on-top selection, Lady Shenandoah. At that $2.40 mark, Barrakill equally as popular late at $4.60, but Lady Shenandoah did touch odds on before the barrier draw, came out with gate number 10, just pushed out to $2.45, but every time we've hit that price, it has been tipping point. Barrakill always popular, today no exception. Alabama Lass just pushed out late to $6.50, punters have stepped in there. Magic Time a little bit soft on race day after being supported initially, then Skybird at 10, but Lady Shenandoah clearly the best backed in the feature. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website.
I have trainer Chris Waller with me. Lady Shenandoah, we are so excited to see her in Melbourne. Can I ask, when we look at that last start, how many times do you go back and look at that, or is it a case of you watch the replay once and I don't need to see that again?
Didn't even watch the replay.
Didn't you?
No, but yeah, obviously James gave us great feedback, and yeah, it was just good to see her sprint because she hasn't been tried at that distance before. She's a multiple Group 1 winner. I think from 1,400 metres and up. So 1,000 metres first time. She ticked the box, and then first time left-handed down here. So that's another box to tick, but she certainly got class.
On that left-handed way of going, you gave her a gallop at Moonee Valley. How did she seem to handle it earlier in the week?
Pretty good. We didn't go very fast, so it'll be different tonight running at speed, but she's done plenty of work back in Sydney, left-handed, so we're well prepared, but race conditions is obviously a little bit different.
How do you assess her from a fitness perspective? She looks fantastic, but we know that in 3 weeks' time there's an Everest.
She's fit tonight. Yeah, so the next 3 weeks it'll just be maintenance, so she's ready to go.
That's what we want to hear. Good luck.
Thank you.
What the punters want to hear, and sounds like there's plenty of cheers from the crowd here, Ollie, with regard as Barrakill makes his way out on the coil. The homegrown talent, they want Barrakill victory here by the sound
Bennett
of it.
Racing team, they've got big support behind them. Hutchie, as you've seen them go off in his last start Group 1 win. But look, all these horses look great in the yard here, mate. Really hard to separate them, but wouldn't like to talk you out of anything. Lady Shenandoah did look great, though. You know, she's
she looked
class,
fit, didn't she?
Very fit. She's the class horse of the race. Barrakill looked great as well, and I thought Magic Time looked pretty good as well. So they were kind of my three. I was really caught my eye, but if you like any, I wouldn't be talking you out of
No, I mean, even Alabama Lass, I know you said she was a bit on her toe, but in her coat, Brett, she just looked like she was absolutely glowing. I don't see if she got a little bit warmer going out, but there wasn't any that you really looked at and thought, oh, not tonight.
And at Group 1 level, you wouldn't expect there to be either. For most of these are the grand final, and even for the ones that still have an Everest in 3 weeks' time, as Chris just said, there was a little glimmer in his eye when he said, no, she's fit, she's ready to go, and you only have to have one look at her to see that too. She is rock hard fit.
He's confident, Chris. Like, he normally doesn't talk them up like that, Ollie.
No, he doesn't. The way she ate up the ground when she got clear last start, I mean, it just had to fill you with confidence. And she hasn't been around this track before, but I think he doesn't mind her drawing out there. And like we said earlier, with horses running on from the back, it's going to give her every chance to run on.
I can and I can't believe that he didn't watch the replay last start.
Yeah, I don't believe it, Brett.
I think there would be a lot of punters sitting at home thinking, who backed her that day, thinking, nope, we haven't watched the replay either. But no, I wouldn't blame him if he didn't turn that one back on, because it would be a very, very hard wash. She was a certainty bet.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. But, hey, it's a great little, I mean, what a fantastic addition as well. And like you said, we're all pumped up on the back of that previous win by Pride of Jenny. And I understand that Nick Quinn's about to have a chat with Ken Kelso.
I'm here with Ken Kelso right now. Now, you like to watch your runners go out of the track. What did you make of Alabama Lass then?
Oh, she got a bit stirred up going when the crowd went off. But, no, she's going around with the Clark of the course horse now, so she's fine.
So in terms of how happy, in terms of just seeing her go to the track and in the last couple of minutes, how are you feeling there?
Yeah, no, good. She's good in the parade ring. She just got a bit toey coming through the tunnel, but no, she's fine.
Now, she was terrific in the Moya Stakes. Could she go one better tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better field, as we know, but she's drawn good. But, you know, she's there with a chance, but, you know, it's a hell of a good field.
It is a very good field, and you've got one of the best in the business in Craig Williams steering. What have the instructions been?
I left it up to Craig. He's ridden it before or twice now, so I just left tactics up to him. You know, you can make all the decisions. Everything goes out the window in the first 50 metres, so left it up to Craig. He will know what to do.
Has she come on since the Moya? Was tonight always the grand final in a sense?
Yeah, she was a bit fresh in the Moya, I thought. You know, she played up in the barrier a bit and then over-raced, but I think the 1200 will suit her better. She'll get to relax, and yeah, no, she's definitely come on since then.
Well, she's got lots of fans here and in New Zealand. Best of luck.
Beauty, thanks, Quinny. Thank you, mate.
Thanks very much, Quinny. I tell you what, he's got the right man aboard in Craig Williams. The first of the 5 Group 1s. He's won 3 of them, all on different horses. Take it out the Mackay Diva on Mr. Brightside. So Delius wins the Underwood, and then you get Seeples, who wins the Sir Rupert Clark.
And you know what's been really good about them as well? Yes, he's had the stock underneath him, but tactically, he has got it right. He's got it spot on. And a big part of tonight's race, Brett, lies in the hands of Craig. He's on the horse that will settle forward. There's a couple others that could potentially go, but for a sprint race, there's a lot of horses here who actually don't contest the lead, settle back on occasion. So Craig on Alabama Lass will hold the key in many respects.
And I think he's learned a lot about her riding her last start, riding her in track work, listening to him speak about her and having chats with Megan, who's travelling with the horse, just on how to get her to settle that little bit more. And you would imagine with that run under her belt, she's obviously a bit keen in the Moya, with that run, second up, you'd think that he might just be able to keep her in control.
Absolutely. I mean, the way I envisage the race, I think Craig will jump, go forward, probably look to lead. And Barrakill, I think they'll be more aggressive tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to go and park outside. And it won't make it easy, of course, for J-Mac on Lady Shenandoah as we bring Ollie back in, because, you know, like you said, he may well be neutral in the early stages, and it's really just going to favour a couple of key chances in the market, the way this race shape could develop. So he's going to have some decisions to make in that first 100 or 150 metres.
Yeah, I'd be pretty open-minded if I was J-Mac, just to where I want to be. Let the race unfold a little bit in front of you, see how it pans out. From an outside gate, he can afford that luxury, but at the same time, when you're on a short price favourite, you kind of... The field always knows where you are, you know. Yeah. You can have a target on your back, but...
Getting no favours.
Correct, yeah, and but like I've said all night, the track's been racing really well. If he can get in a 3 wide with cover sort of line, I think he'll be happy enough with that, so he can just peel off and make his run where he wants. But if they do, horse like Barrakill and Alabama Lass, if they just get up in front and control the tempo, it's not going to be easy for her to run over the top of them.
The market's at 117% at the moment. To be honest, there's not a lot of change from probably 10 minutes ago. It sort of formed its opinion then, and Lady Shenandoah hit a high of 240 down to 230 with the VOP, and Alabama Lass has come in half a point. Barrakill's been rock solid as well. So not getting a major lead, Britt, from the market, but these horses, they do look good under lights, and we could be in for something special.
We really could be, and this can be an audition still. There are still slots available for the Everest. You never know who might put their hand up. We know Lady Shenandoah is already locked away. I think one of the big question marks would be if she is to win tonight, who would James McDonald ride, her or Jolly Star?
It's a good predicament. We'll have to wait until after the race. Yeah, it certainly is quite intriguing, but there goes Sesway into the stalls about halfway through, Lady. Let's go to our race caller for the Manikato. Here's Matt Hill.
A $40 chance. Amina about to trot up with also Payline, who ran an encouraging 5th in the Moir. Alabama Lass and also Lady Shenandoah are going to be the final two.
You can both go, guys.
Here's Lady Shenandoah.
Together here, guys.
So luckless last start, a winner of 3 Group 1s. And Alabama Lass with Craig Williams aboard, looking for his 3rd win in the Manikato. The field is set. 1,200 metres, stand by for a start. Ready to go. Gates are back and they're racing, and Rothfire towards the outside beat them out, with also Alabama Lass and Charmstone using its draw. Barrakill is right up there early. Rothfire in 4th from Sir Sway, followed by Magic Time the rails. Lady Shenandoah is trying to get across, still 3 wide. Payline is next, followed by Amina, and Skybird is last at the 800 metres. Alabama Lass is the leader by a length to Barrakill, a length and a quarter Charmstone. Sir Sway 4th, one off the fence. 5th is Rothfire, 3 wide. A length and a quarter Magic Time. Lady Shenandoah 6 off the lead. A length Payline, Amina and Skybird last at the 550. Alabama Lass in front, 3/4. Barrakill, if anything, getting a little bit closer now before the corner. A length and a quarter Sir Sway, Charmstone 2 for the back. Lady Shenandoah trying to get going. Magic Time is leaving the fence, followed by Rothfire, Amina well back, and Payline as Barrakill struck the front around the corner. 200 metres to go. Chasing on the outside though is Charmstone. Charmstone goes up, takes Barrakill, and they were followed next in the field by Lady Shenandoah, Magic Time, but it's Charmstone. Charmstone punched out, won it from Barrakill, Magic Time, Lady Shenandoah. They were followed by Amina. Next to finish, Payline, Rothfire, Sir Sway, Skybird, and Alabama Lass got tired and finished last.
Victory for Blake Shinn and Mick Price and Junior, of course. What a performance from Charmstone. $31 chance. The big long shots keep rolling in, Ollie, throughout this night. It has been a graveyard for favourite backers, but that was a peach from an inside draw. Charmstone had a beautiful run in transit and was just a bit too good for the others late.
She was. They didn't go over hard, did they? And I just thought mid-race, I thought, I could see the way Barrakill was travelling. I thought, gee, she's going to be good from here, Lady Shenandoah. But Charmstone got a beautiful run through and just gave a great kick at the top of the bend, claimed Barrakill and kicked away.
Yeah, they've got the ownership group have some fantastic horses, do a great job with their purchases. Seamus Mills, Bloodstock, of course, and this is a really good performance. You did say in the pre-parade a Group 1 performance, of course, a winner of the Group 1 Sanctus. So they've taken some big scalps tonight, Ollie. There's some very, very talented sprinters in this lineup. And Charmstone's been far too good for them. She
had a beautiful resting run just in the box seat there. Would have come off Barrakill's back. And like you said, Group 1 performer, the Sangster in Adelaide. And this filly, this mare's just come back enormous here. Even in the yard, looked like she had some improvement to come. But she's came off their back and really quick and nicely here.
Bit messy early for Lady Shenandoah. She found a good spot. She had nice enough track into the race. Sort of, was close enough, I think. But that last 100, she didn't exactly attack the line.
She just looked a bit unbalanced as she come around the turn here. And while she was doing that, Charmstone was just flying through the gaps and just travelled up super. She just looked a little bit uncomfortable as she come around the bend. She kept finding the line, but you could just see there she lost a little bit of ground on the bend when Barrakill and Charmstone kicked through.
Barrakill was very brave, parked outside, of course, Alabama Lass, who yielded ground soon after straightening, so hopefully all will be right with her in the end. Favourite Lady Shenandoah runs fourth. Barrakill, so brave, winner of the Moir, parks outside the lead, manages to finish second, and Magic Time, of course, who was also in terrific form, has filled the minors as well. But Charmstone, all honours with the Price Kent Junior team. Britt, what a moment for the team, and well done to Seamus Mills and Bloodstock and the whole ownership group. This is a special story.
Down here with Mick Price. Wow, what a moment. She was a Group 1 winner first up last prep, and she's done it again tonight.
Well, it's pretty worked out good, didn't it? She can be a little bit funny in the gates too. She's a chain on and, walk in and give her a pat, but it was good. It just worked out perfectly. There was a little bit of speed in front of her, and Blake got off the fence at the right time. So, look, she's a beautiful mare, and just really happy to see her win another Group 1. Those guys, Heath and Anthony and Seamus, they put a lot of beautiful fillies in our barn, so very happy for them. They're going to have some ripper brood mares going forward.
They deserve the success that comes their way. They put a lot of money into the game. What about her? Is the key fresh? What is it about her that you can get these massive Group 1 runs first up?
Yeah, definitely she's a mare and she needs the edge on her. I thought she was pretty right when we ran her in the Goodwood, last preparation, but she said, well, no, I wasn't very right because she just got out the back. But I don't know, she's not a mare that I'd back up, put it that way.
What did you see from her coming into this with the benefit of that little break, and then how was she training in the lead up to this?
Well, she hasn't put a foot wrong, and we never had her in pre-training, so I just had her to do it myself, you know what I mean? So, look, we've had the data, and my data friend, Michael Kent Jr., he's got the data, he's the data for it. No, he's a great help, and look, all the staff, I've got to thank all the staff. We've got East Barn, West Barn there, and they're all fantastic people.
It's a huge team effort, and one for the data. I think that gets a big tick. Congratulations.
The data wins again.
The data wins. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's get to Quinny. I don't know where he is. He's amongst connections somewhere.
We're doing an interview.
Well, I'm here with Seamus Mills, and we've got Blake Shin here as well. Guys, congratulations. Seamus, I'll start with you. You paid $1.5 million for Charmstone, the most you've ever spent on a horse, and I think it's worth every cent.
Yeah, it is now, isn't it? Look, I'm over the moon, actually. I'm not even sure what to say, As a kid, I grew up. I used to ride down the shops on my BMX, with phantom calls about horses like this. So, mate, to actually be here today it's surreal. I can't put it in words.
You deserve it. Enjoy it. Bottle the feeling. We're going to go back to Britt Taylor to speak to your winning jockey, Blake Shin.
Thanks, Quinny. And we're with the birthday boy, Blake Shin, receiving congratulations from everyone. Gee, you can't ask for a much better birthday present than a Group 1.
No, that's right. Pretty special day to be able to celebrate a Group 1, and wow, time-honoured race, the Manikato. It's wonderful to be able to win it. Just see Gary Willits there. It brings back a lot of memories. So it's great to be able to win it. And she was dominant. She pinged the lids, got a great trail, and got out at the turn, and yeah, she put the race to bed. It was a phenomenal win.
So nice to win a Group 1, so nice to do it in that fashion as well. Mick was just saying you didn't know that you'd be able to land box seat as close. What were you thinking? Because she can be a little bit funny in the gates from time to time.
Yeah, look, we just had an open mind how to ride her. We had a discussion pre-race to jump positive, have a little bit of intent with the first 50 and then just play it by ear. Looking at her replay, she's got very good gate speed and we wanted to utilise that, but then just ride the horse to run well. But when she landed there, after 100 metres, sort of the race just set up. Barraquil outside leader, Alabama Lass leading, and then she travelled lovely. So it was just a matter of trying to get off the rail. We did that. And she just quickened really well. She's won at the track before. She handled it nicely. She worked good on Tuesday, and she's a great mare. Well done to Seamus Mills, Heath Newton. They invest a lot in this game, and they really deserve a big result like this.
It's amazing, these connections, isn't it? They do put a lot of money into the game, and it's so lovely to see them be able to be rewarded on a big night like tonight. Not just that, but the value from a broodmare perspective in the future.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's what it's all about. And geez, you couldn't put a figure on what she'd be worth as a broodmare, but you know, it's great for the breeding industry. It's great for people who are investing in the game, and you know, it's a great atmosphere here tonight, and it's nice to be able to win the big race. So it's got my little nephew here, my brother, my partner, and it's a great moment.
Pretty special. Well done, and happy birthday.
Thanks, Britt. Cheers.
What a lovely birthday present for Blake Shen. Fantastic ride there from an inside draw, and well done to the whole team, both the ownership group and everyone connected with Charmstone. She may be well bred, and she's now a multiple Group 1 winner of the Mikado. Well done. We'll take a quick break now. We've got the last race to go over on the other side.